Hi, welcome back to my vlog. In this video, I would like to share or teach you one of the grammatical structure or pattern. Okay, what is that pattern or structure? It's an imperative mood. Before we dive in, I would like to give the definition of the imperative. What is imperative? The imperative describes something absolutely necessary, urgent, or commanding. It's like crucial duty or the action cannot be avoided. Before that, I want to ask you some question. When you learn grammar, how do you know you get it or you understand it? Right? How do you know? I will tell you, if you are able to use it or to form it, it means you understand it. You are able to use it. Okay? If you don't know how to form it or use it, it means you don't understand it. Okay, now let's dive deep. Imperative mood. When we learn the grammar, first we have to know how to form it or where to use it or how to use it. Right. In English grammar, like grammatical mood, there are 5 grammatical moods. Imperative mood is one of them. So we are going to explore more about the imperative mood. In positive sentences, like the imperative positive sentences, we are going to form the imperative positive sentences, right? Imperative positive sentences, or we call them affirmative also, positive also. We form them infinitive without to and no subject, without to or no subject. Okay, example: turn on the light. Turn on the light. Sit down. Mix the flour and sugar. These are positive form or affirmative. Infinitive to infinitive verb mean you can use zero verb or base form of verb. In Myanmar school, we use verb 1. Okay. Base form of verb or zero verb or infinitive 2, but here without 2. Like a turn on, turn, sit down, mix the flour and sugar. Okay, these are so the examples of infinitive positive and affirmative, positive or affirmative. Let's go to negative form. Negative is the same. Negative like we add not. So negative we form negative do not or don't. The same. Infinitive without to or no subject. No subject. This is for the negative form. Right. Negative form. Don't eat in the classroom. Don't eat in the classroom. Okay, and then your parents sometimes say to you, don't stay up late. Okay, like in the park or in the garden, don't pick up the flower. Don't pick up the flower. Right? This is negative. This is positive. Positive form of the imperative, negative form of the imperative. Okay? So we will learn the usage, how to use it, when to use it, or where to use it. Okay? If you want to continue, let's go to my YouTube channel to learn more, to continue this grammatical structure. Now, let's talk the uses of the imperative mood. When do we use it? Which situation we use it? We use the imperative mood to tell somebody or someone to do something as a positive, not to do something as a negative. It is commonly used to give command, instruction, warning, or making requests. Let's dive in. First, order. Order. You order somebody or someone to do something or not to do something. Stop talking. Stop talking. Close the door. And then fasten your seatbelt. Right? If you are driving, if you don't fasten your seatbelt, the police will catch you or fine you. So fasten. Fasten your seatbelt. This is order. Order situation. You order somebody or someone to do something or not to do something. Another one, the second one is advice. You advise someone. advice. Okay, you advise them. Take some sleep. Or take some rest, right? Or get. You can use get, rest, or sleep. And then don't eat too much sugar. Okay. Don't eat sugar. And then eat healthy food. You advise someone to do something or not to do something. They listen to you or not, that is their business. Okay, next one is warning. If you are warning someone not to do something, in this situation also we use the imperative mood. Example, don't touch the wire. You know, wire is there is electric current in that wire. That's why it's dangerous. We will say to someone, don't touch the wire. You are warning them not to touch the wire. And then when someone is driving, you want them to stop. Stop the car, right? At the time you are saying to them, stop the car. You're warning them to stop the car. Maybe they are driving really fast or over limit, right? And then when you are trying to cross the street or the road, you are seeing a car is driving really fast. So you are stopping your friend at the time. Watch out, look out, watch out, look out. Like take care, be careful, beware of. When the bad thing is gonna happen, like that. And then the other one is instruction. INSTRUCT. So instruction. What is instruction? You instruct someone. Example, take a pill after a meal. Take a pill after a meal. Like the doctor, right? The doctor will instruct you, take a pill after a meal. And then you ask, write your name, sign here please. You show them to sign. So write your name here please. Write your name. And then like direction. You show someone or you give someone a direction. Also in that situation also we use the imperative mood. Example, go straight ahead. Go straight ahead. Go straight ahead, then turn left, right? You can use left or right. Go straight ahead. then turn left or right. You give them a direction. In that situation also we use the imperative mood. And then offer. Next one is offer an invitation. Offer or invitation. You offer someone. You offer someone. In that situation also we use the imperative mood. You invite. Oh, come and sit with us. Come and sit with us. Come and sit here. Or come and sit with us. And then offer like that. Have some tea, have some drink. You offer someone. And then have some drinks, maybe any drinks, orange juice, lemons, okay? So like like lemonade, we say lemonade. Offer, you offer someone, or you invite someone. In that situation also we use the imperative mood. And then next one is request. Request. Making request. Okay. So you are making requests. If you want to be more polite, you can add or you can use, what's that? Please. Please. Example. Please pass me the salt. Pass me the salt, please. It's okay. You can use please at the beginning of the phrase or at the end of the phrase. Okay. Please. Pass me the salt. And then, oh, please don't go. Oh, don't go, please. And then, like, leave me alone, please. This is request. Okay. You can use please, please, please. It will be more polite. This one is the last one, but not the least. Okay. When we suggest someone, also we use the imperative mood. Suggestion, like you ask someone opinion or advice or their perspective to do something with you, like a suggestion. We use let's to suggest someone to do something with us. We want to do something with them. That's why we suggest them. What is the meaning of let's? When we separate them, let us, so let's, okay? Not is, us. Let us. Example, let's hang out sometime. Let's hang out sometime. Let's go to the swimming pool this Sunday. Let's. Sometime without s. Sometime without s means one time. One time. Okay? Like you are in Mandalay, you have a friend there, but you are busy, so you call your friend. Let's hang out sometime, one time, okay? Before you go back to your hometown or to your place. Let's hang out sometime, one time only, sometime, okay? Anytime, one time. So sometime. And then negative also we use like this. Let's not, we put not between the let's and the infinitive. Right. Let's not meet again. This is like you ask like request. Please don't contact me. Don't contact me. Let's not meet again. Please don't contact me. Okay. And then let's not see each other anymore. We are done. Oh, okay. We are done. Okay. We are done. So if you want to add, we are done, surprise, exclamation mark. Okay. Let's not meet. So let's not meet each other again. I forgot to mention, we use the exclamation mark, okay, at the end of like the serious situation like that. You can use exclamation mark, but normally just use a full stop only. Let's not, we are done. Okay, don't be surprised, we are done. Let's not see each other anymore. You suggest your partner or someone who will be stranger. So let's not see each other anymore. Let's not meet again. Please don't contact me. Let's hang out sometime. Okay. Let's go. Let's swim. Let's eat. Okay. Let's not take out. What is this? The trash. Okay. Your mom will kill you. Okay, I hope you learned something from this video. The topic is imperative mood. Okay. There are 5 moods in English grammar, so imperative mood is one of them. Okay, this is one of the grammatical structure or patterns. Okay. Bye bye. Hope to see you in next video.